the first card you have for your past is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I'm seeing, obviously this is about cycles going one way or another way. The Wheel of Fortune can be about one way or another way, or it can be about backwards and forwards. I think I'm seeing you coming out of a time that was actually really difficult for you in a lot of different areas. I think in your love life, in a lot of other things. I think also health-wise, I am seeing health problems. I am seeing a lot of health problems actually, and I don't think, maybe it was that something wasn't done properly, or maybe you weren't cared for properly or something like that. I'm not blaming anyone, but I'm just seeing you feeling a bit disappointed with the result around your health. But I think at the beginning of this year, you might have decided to just find a solution to this on your own. I'm not saying that you were trying to kind of cure yourself on your own. Cure yourself on your own. Did that sound like kill yourself on your own? It came out as kill yourself. I didn't say that. I said cure yourself on your own. I'm really sorry. It just came out sounding like that. I said cure, but it sounded like that. That's the worst possible thing I could say. I'm really sorry. I won't laugh. Yeah, you weren't trying to kind of do this by yourself. You weren't doing an operation on yourself or anything like that. But it's just like you had this feeling of, I'm just getting this feeling of being really, really determined to investigate as many options as you possibly could. It's like, right, I went to this one doctor or whatever, they advised me to do this, it didn't work, I got fed up. And so instead of just relying on one thing and doing whatever they say, I'm going to look into every kind of option I can. I'm going to call this, I'm going to get all these ideas in my head, write a great big list, find out everything I can in every kind of direction that I can find. And I think that's what you're doing as well. I'm also seeing that you were determined to take action physically. Maybe you were doing more exercise if that was something you were able to do. I'm definitely seeing movement around this. So, and you know, this is going to take time to get better. I think, but I do think things were already starting to move in the right direction for you because of your determination. That's what I'm seeing. But I think you know this is going to take time. And I'm just looking at this orange wheel on this card in the center, and you know, it looks like different things to me each time I look at it. But this time, it's looking a little bit like a bit like a ship's steering wheel to me. So if you can imagine one of those great big cruise ships going in one direction, and then the captain decides to turn the whole ship around to go in the complete opposite direction. So it's going to take time for him to be able to do that. Sometimes it takes days and days for him to turn this great big ship around. So that's what's happening with you. You know it's going to take time to get this fixed up. It's like turning a ship around. It happens slowly. And I think, you know, I just want to be honest with you, and I don't think you might not be 100% better when you've done all of this, but things will be a lot better than they are now. You'll be almost 100% better. And this is going to be because of your determination. This is about you turning things back around, taking control of things by yourself, and, you know, just taking hold of the wheel by yourself and not letting anyone else steer that for you. That's what I'm seeing, and my apologies again. The next card you have for your past is the Six of Pentacles. I'm actually seeing someone who might not have been feeling very confident at this time. I think this might be a friend, or it might be a relative. This is someone who's very close to you. I think this is someone, this is someone who is very close to you. This is someone who cares for you. I think this year you have a lot more determination generally, not just in your health, but in everything, than you used to. And I think maybe this person saw themselves as in some kind of caring role to you, not physically. I'm not talking about health now, I'm talking about just generally. And I think, you know, they just wanted to keep on helping you all the time. And it was a little bit much for you. It was a little bit overwhelming for you. And I think you were grateful for their help, but it might have made you feel a bit uncomfortable continuing on with the way things were. I'm just seeing you wanting things to be a little bit more balanced, not kind of them doing everything for you all the time and calling you and talking to you constantly. It was just too much for you. And you're a strong person, and maybe part of you didn't want them or anyone to see you as someone who needed help, or you didn't want to look needy, so there's that as well. So if this resonates, try to be a little bit sensitive if you're going to tell them that you need this space or this time apart. I'm not saying don't get that time apart. I'm just seeing that you need to really be very sensitive, because I'm seeing someone who is they're not confident. And even though they've been helping you, you might have been helping them as well, maybe without realizing it. I think they might have even been making themselves feel better by helping you, if that makes sense. And maybe you were even a prop to them. And so getting some time apart will actually be good for both of you. But when you tell them that, they might not see that like that. They might take it quite personally. So I think you're going to have to really think very carefully about how to speak to them. If you look at the way this woman's treating this lion, beautifully, kindly, this is the way that you're going to have to treat this person when you're trying to get this distance. Very kindly, very gently, because they're very sensitive. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the Five of Cups. So this might be this person, very upset when you do talk to them and say, I want to distance myself. I don't think you're going to say that. You're probably going to think of a very careful way of saying that, just that you need some time by yourself. You've got to do X, Y, and Z. You have to do a few things, and you just feel that this would be good for them as well, because they need to do this and that. But if you're not very careful, again, this is telling you that they are going to be very upset by that. But the bridge on this card isn't burned. It's not broken. You're not going to be apart from them forever. And I don't think you want to be. But this is how they might see this. This is how they might be feeling. Yeah, they're extremely sensitive. And they might not show you that they're sensitive, but I think you know that. I think you can tell that very obviously. This man's kind of partly hiding himself under this cloak, but we can see that he's upset. Yeah, if this is all resonating and you do need this time apart, which I'm seeing that you both do actually, get it. Don't let this sensitivity stop you, but maybe keep on checking in with them. First of all, be very careful in the way you tell them. And then I think you should keep kind of calling them regularly and keep on checking up on them, keep on reassuring them that, you still care about them, but you just need this time. You have to do this practical thing. Just keep on keeping in touch with them. And I think if you keep in touch with them, just say, hey, how are you? Just checking up, seeing you're okay. I just want you to know this isn't personal. I just need this time, and I think you did as well. Just how are you going, and just check up on them, and just make sure that they know that you do care about them. And I think that will really help as well. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your present is the Eight of Wands. So this is the card of action, huge action. This is just action, action, action. I think, this might sound strange, but I think you might be planning a trip, or someone might be planning a trip with you to go somewhere to visit you, or you visiting them, or maybe they're planning a trip to go with you to somewhere else. I think this might be quite far away, and I think this is a trip that might happen probably toward the end of the year. But I'm seeing this person who might be very excited about this, and they're talking to you about it. Oh, I want to go to this place. You can do this, we can do that, we can go here, all of that kind of thing. And they're a very smart person financially if they're booking a year ahead. That's very clever. But yes, they are talking to you about this, and it's kind of happy, exciting talk around this. And this is taking your mind off other things as well, which is really nice. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is someone else. This is not this person in the Six of Pentacles, this friend or relative. This is a completely new person. This is someone who wants to talk to you. They want to talk to you, they want to message you, but they're either limiting themselves or they're trying not to contact you at all. So this could be Yeah, I don't know. I think this might be an ex, it might not be, but this is someone who thinks about you romantically. I think, they really miss you, but they feel as if they can't contact you for some reason. But what they want to do is on this card. They want to contact you. They want to go towards you. This is very intense. There are a lot of very intense feelings around this card. So whoever this is will definitely contact you at some time. They will do this at some time. This is like a volcano that's about to explode. This is a very, very intense card. I'm feeling very intense over this. So for some reason at this time, there's a block that's preventing them from contacting you. There's some fear there, I think. But if they're this intense, they will definitely contact you at some time. I don't think they could not do that if they're feeling like this. That's what I'm seeing. So expect some contact from whoever this is. If you know who this is, you probably do. It's going to be quite intense. So just be careful. If you're the sort of person who likes space, just be careful. The last card you have for your future is the Three of Wands. So yes, they might be trying to wait for you to contact them, or just trying to wait for you, but they don't want to wait. They want to contact you, but they're really, it's like they're trying to move, but they can't, and they want to just stand there waiting. It's like, I can't contact them. That's just crazy, but I have to. What am I going to do? So they're standing there waiting, but they don't want to wait. Look at the cloth that's lying over this man's red cape. It looks a little bit like a flag that you'd see in a racetrack. So he'd like to hurry, but he feels as if he has to stand there patiently and wait. And that's what this person's doing. They're not moving forward, but they want to. So if this is some kind of love connection, ex or someone like that, or ex-love connection, maybe they're fearful, because maybe even, this is the Three of Wands, so there might have been another person involved in some way. It might have been a third party, but it might not have been in the traditional sense. There might have just been someone else in the way, who might have messed up things for you or for them in this relationship. I'm getting the feeling that this person feels as if they should have stopped something that happened, or they should have prevented something from happening, and they didn't do that. So they might be feeling a little bit regretful about that. I don't know if you know what that is. So they're worrying about that, and that might be why they're not contacting you at this time. It might be that they're thinking, oh, they might be angry with me or upset with me because I didn't do this thing. It might be that's stopping them. But they will contact you eventually. They will. The first card you have for your future is the Two of Cups. Yes. So what can I say? Sometimes this card can be about new love, new friendship, new communication. Sometimes I see a very deep connection in this card, though. Someone that you've known for a long time, someone that goes back a long way with you. So I think that you did share a lot of deep feelings with this person in the past. Maybe you had deep conversations with this person. I'm seeing them holding your hand as well. So maybe they held your hand in the past a lot. There was a time where you were really, really close to this person. I don't know whether you want to go back to that again. I can't see that, or even that same level of closeness. You might be okay to connect with them, but maybe not on that level, because there are some hesitation, some worries around them. So there's some reason why they haven't connected yet. There's something they've done. They feel regret over something. So maybe you fell out. Maybe there was something to do with them. Maybe they did something, which is what I've seen in the Three of Wands. Yeah, it might have to do with another person again. But yeah, I can see in this card again that you're apart from them. There's a house on a hill in this card. It's a home, and right on the back on that hill. But it's far away from this couple. So this person feels like their home is with you. Their home is with you, but they're far away from that, and they're missing that. That's what I'm seeing again in this card. And they feel as if they have a deep connection with you, and they want that back. That's what I'm seeing again. The next card you have for your future is the King of Pentacles. So I don't know whether you realize this. You might not realize that this is how this person's feeling about you, because you're really going to be concentrating on yourself. You're going to be concentrating on mastering yourself, especially in terms of your health and work as well. You're going to be working on that and working on your work as well. And it's like you're determined to do things until you've conquered them. Like the king, he's conquered and mastered just about everything in his life, including himself. That's where he is. So you also might be focused on money at this time, definitely saving money. If you're going on this trip, it might be about that, but it might be other things as well. And I think one of the goals that you set out to do at the beginning of the year might have been to save money. So you're doing that. And I think you might be trying to think about some extra ways that you could earn money as well, maybe a side business, something like that. You're a really patient person, you're a really focused person, and I think achieving these goals are probably going to have you spending a lot more time, not just by yourself, but preoccupied with yourself and your goals and your own things. You're kind of going to be in your own world. So that's why I'm seeing that you probably might not even notice that this person's thinking, feeling all this about you. You might be oblivious to this. You might be totally focusing on yourself. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your future is the Hierophant. Yes, it's very noisy outside again. So yeah, again, I'm seeing this connection between you and this person who's thinking about you in this card. There was a real closeness between you. It's almost like you had a spiritual connection, actually. Because you have the Two of Cups, which is a very close connection, and you have the Hierophant, which is spirituality. It's very special to see those two cards together. But again, there's some roadblock or some hurdle that they're going to have to try to jump over or get around or something before they're able to come close to you. So these might be real roadblocks. If there is a third person, is what I've seen in the Three of Wands, might not be. Or it might be that there are roadblocks in their mind because they are stressing about this. They are worried about coming forward to you. There are two keys and they're forming a cross in front of this Hierophant. So they're probably going to be spending some time thinking about how to unlock these obstacles and get close to you. They might be doing things like looking on YouTube about how to get close to someone, ways to get close to an ex. It might be that kind of thing. They might be watching loads and loads of those. Whatever they're doing, they're going to try and get closer to you in some way. They're definitely going to contact you at some time. But they'll connect. There's so much determination. There's so much passion here coming from them. And you might be taken by surprise. You might be taken by surprise by this because, you'll be in the King of Pentacles. You'll be focusing on your business, on your thing, getting your goals achieved, all of that kind of thing. But watch out. Again, if you're the sort of person who needs time to yourself, watch out, because once they communicate, they're going to want loads of communication with you, which is what I was seeing in the Eight of Wands.